I made a marriage pact with my college roommate when we were 22 minus if we were both single at 30, we'd get married. 10 years later, I stood at the altar across from him, but the truth I was hiding would have shocked everyone in that church. James and I met freshman year when housing randomly paired us together. We couldn't have been more different minus. He was the structured pre-med student. I was the chaotic art major who stayed up painting until 3 a.m. Chapeau, we balanced each other perfectly. The marriage pact started as a joke after we both experienced particularly awful breakups our senior year. If the dating pool is this bad now, imagine how terrible it'll be at 30. I laughed through tears after being dumped via text. Let's just marry each other if we're both still single then, James suggested, passing me another tissue. At least we already know each other's annoying habits. We even wrote it on a napkin and officially signed it. After graduation, we stayed close even as our lives diverged. James went to medical school while I moved to New York to pursue art. We dated other people, but no relationship ever seemed to stick for either of us. Every birthday, every Christmas, every major life event, minus we were there for each other, sometimes bringing along whoever we were dating at the time. Those relationships always seemed to fizzle out shortly after meeting the other. My 29th birthday was when everything changed. James flew in to celebrate, arriving at my apartment with a ridiculous balloon bouquet and takeout from my favorite that place. 1 year until the Pact Act waits, he joked as we clinked wine glasses, but instead of laughing, I felt a sudden panic, because the truth was I'd been sabotaging my relationships for years. Every time I got close to someone, I'd find some fatal flaw, some reason it wouldn't work, because deep down I was waiting for James. What if we didn't wait? I blurted out. The look on his face was pure confusion. What do you mean? What if we didn't wait until 30? What if we just tried this now? You set down his glass slowly. Are you saying what I think you are saying? I think I've been in love with you since senior year, I confessed, maybe longer. The silence that followed was excruciating. Then James started laughing. Not a chuckle, but full-body laughter that had him doubling over. My heart shattered until he finally caught his breath. I broke up with Emma last month, he said, wiping tears from his eyes. Want to know why? She said she was tired of competing with my obvious feelings for my best friend. 10 months later, we stood at the altar, was filling our pact early. What nobody in that church knew, my nobody in that church knew, not our teary-eyed parents, not our cheering friends, was that we'd both been clinging to that ridiculous napkin agreement for nearly a decade. Sometimes the person you are meant to be with isn't waiting at the end of some arbitrary deadline. They're the one who's been waiting alongside you the whole time.